Welcome to another St. Luke's cookery clip. Today we're going to make honey and oat muffins. So before I've started, I've preheated the oven to 180. I have got my baking tray here with all my cake cases. I've got 12 in there. That's all ready to go. Got 100 grams of oats, 150 grams of, well, this is actually wholemeal flour, but you can use any sort of plain flour. I personally like wholemeal because it's obviously higher in fibre, so that's better for me. And 100 grams of soft brown sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and I need a few oats just to sprinkle on top. So they're going to be all of the dry ingredients. And then for the wet ingredients, we've got 150 millilitres of milk, 50 ml of honey, 50 millilitres of vegetable oil, 1 egg, and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. If you like, you can always add some raisins or sultanas in if you choose. So, first things first, we're just going to pop the oats in and then the flour. So all of our dry ingredients are going to be mixed up together. So yes, we need 3 teaspoons of baking powder. This is going to help our muffins rise, be nice and light and fluffy. And we need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. This is just going to give it sort of more depth of flavour. If you find your muffins a little bit sort of stronger or too strong with the cinnamon, you can always just put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. That's fine. And then you can give that a little mix around. So in here we've got loads of really yummy, healthy foods for you. It's going to be full of fibre, full of vitamins and minerals in here. The oats are one of the healthiest grains, jam-packed full of goodness for you. I personally like these muffins for like breakfast or a snack after school if I'm a bit peckish. Then I can have one of these lovely muffins and that can fill me up and keep me going. So now we're going to put all of our wet ingredients together. So I say 150 millilitres of milk, in that goes. We've got our oil, 50 ml, in that goes. 1 egg, in that goes. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. On goes the lid. And with the honey, you can do it this way if you like, because then all of the honey is actually used and we don't leave any in any bowls or pots behind. So I've put the bowl on my scales and I'm just going to squeeze till it says 50. That's it. 52. That's near enough. And then what we're going to do is just whisk up all of the wet ingredients together. I've put a well in my dry ingredients. Now I'm going to pour all of my wet ingredients into my dry ingredients, like so. And then I'm just going to mix the dry and the wet together. Here we go. That's all nicely incorporated. Oh, and if you wanted to, don't forget you can pop some raisins in, or sultanas, or some walnuts, or whatever you fancy. I'm just going to put a handful of sultanas in there, just to add a little bit more depth to it, a bit more sweetness as well. I do like my sultanas. Right, so now we're going to put this mixture into each of your cake cases. Don't forget, when you do this, it's best to have 2 spoons. So with 1 spoon, you put it on your You put the mixture on your spoon, then the other one you can just push it off like that. You want to roughly sort of 1/2 to 3/4 fill each cake case. Okay, so just keep doing that until all of your mixture is in your cake cases. So I've put all my mixture in, and I'm just doing a little sprinkle on top of a few extra oats, because when they come out you'll see the gorgeous sort of dark brown golden colour of your muffins. And then you have a few sort of light random pretty oats on top. It also adds a little bit of nice sort of crunch on top as well, I think. Right, there we go. And then I'm going to put my oven gloves on. I'm going to pop that in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Here we go, oven gloves on. And we'll see you in a minute. Just taken them out of the oven, and they've been baking for 15 minutes. So they're sort of nice and firm consistency. You can put a knife in and just check that it comes back clean, which it does, or put a skewer in, and then we know that that's cooked all the way through. I'm just going to let it sit for a few minutes and let it cool down for about 5 minutes. Then I will take it out and then put it onto a cooling rack. Once they've cooled, enjoy. Remember, full of flavour, great source of energy for you, very good for your packed lunches as well, snacks after school. Have one of these muffins rather than a packet of crisps. They'll make you feel fuller for longer and fill you up full of wonderful vitamins and minerals. See you later.